so I couldn't really figure out how to use it with Zoom. Okay, so this Microsoft Power Apps. So what is Power Apps and who can use it and how we can create some applications using that? So Power Apps is a product or the technology created by Microsoft. So if you go to Microsoft in the Google, if you type Microsoft Power Apps, okay, so you can see a lot of links, and the very first link I see, I mean, not the ads one, ignoring ads. If I click on Microsoft Power Apps, so what it will show you is this is the main homepage for Microsoft Power Apps. So Microsoft has a platform called Power Platform. That Power Platform has multiple products in it. Power Apps is one of the product they have. So with Power Apps, we can create, you can see now everyone can quickly build and share low code apps with Microsoft Power Apps. It's very easy to create, but even though it says low code, there is a little bit of coding that you can do in the Power Apps. But with zero code, today I will show you how easily we can create a Power App. And those apps can be mobile, I mean, they can be mobile friendly, they can be tablet friendly. You can host those apps or run those apps in the browser as well. So if you do not, I mean, any of you, if you have any questions, unmute yourself and ask the question while we are going through. I can make it more interactive. So that way, like, I can clear the questions right away. So nowadays, before we go into the Power Apps, if you see everything, I mean, everybody talks about cloud computing or cloud. A lot of things are in the cloud. Previously, everybody, like all the companies, they were having a lot of servers within the company. Physically, they were having a lot of servers. Server is nothing but a computer. Okay, a lot of computers, those are all connected together to make a network, and those all computers were running in the company itself. And if the users wants to access the data which exists in those servers from different locations, it was always challenging, because always the data stores in a particular location. For example, let's take a simple example. If my server or a computer is in US, and if my users are in somewhere in India or some other country, okay, so when they access these computers through websites or other means, the connecting to that particular computer is very, very slow, because the data or the request to this particular computer needs to pass through so far and to reach the server, and the response again takes the similar amount of time depending on the request. I know, like, I'm putting a lot of technical terms here, but just I hope we will in the if you are interested in the future sessions, we will talk about all these words as well. What is a request? What is the response? What is server? What is a network? I will explain you all of that as well. But for now, because this is just a overview session, I'll try to explain you at a very high level. So there are so many drawbacks with the conventional way. All these servers existed in particular physical location. So later on, after so many years, if you take like almost like 5 to 10 years back, this cloud technology started. So if you take cloud in the sense, all these servers, we do not maintain these servers. Some companies like Microsoft, Amazon, or Google, IBM, those are the people, those are the big corporations, they maintain these servers. We just create our applications or other things into their servers. And what they do is they maintain the servers. They replicate the server's data, make it available to all the users across the globe. Means For example, if I create an application today, while creating an application today in a cloud computer, I can specify, okay, I want this application should be available to across the globe. So based on the configuration I do, I can make the application available to all the users across the globe, and all the users will have same experience while accessing the applications. Okay, so for example, if you take your if you open your phones every day, we use so many apps in the phone. If you take your Gmail accounts or YouTube, very simple example is YouTube. Do we know where all those videos are stored? No, we don't know, and we don't even care about where they are stored, how they are stored. All we care about is whether we can access those videos and watch them or not. That's only matters for us as a end user, right? That's how things are going to change in future too. So where you are storing, only certain people needs to know. Rest of the users, they only care how, whether I can access it or not. Okay, so that's how it is. So that's the cloud machines. All the on the cloud network is. Cloud means all the servers are physically located in a far away places, or in the terms of data centers in various locations throughout the globe, and all your applications exists in all these data centers based on your configuration and based on your end users, and you access those computers as and when you need it. The end users doesn't need to know where your servers are or what it contains, and one physical server can be used to run multiple applications. Okay, so let's not go in too deep into that cloud concept, but that's how the cloud is. Cloud is basically a far away location or some location where which we do not know. We only know, well, if I access this application, it will respond and it will help you to do some operations. So Microsoft created so many, previously it used to create so many applications which we used to install in a particular specific computers in the companies. And Microsoft also moved to the cloud platform. Means all their applications right now are available in the cloud. Cloud in the sense, again, you can access those applications through your browser window, or through your mobile apps, or through other means, but all those applications are installed in the cloud environment. So Microsoft provided a platform, as I said, Power Platform. One of the product is Microsoft Powerapps. Using these Powerapps, you can make any kind of mobile applications or tablet applications or applications that you want to create and run in the browser window as well. Okay, I can create one application which will run in your mobile as well as tablet as well as browser. You don't need to create 3 different applications. You can create just one application which will run in all the 3 platforms or 3 environments. Okay, so any questions so far? Okay. So as a first, what I would like to show you is, I'll show you how the Powerapps looks like, and I'll show you what are the different applications I have created or my friends have created. I'll share with them like some samples, and then if you like them and if that helps you really learning, if you are really interested, we can proceed with our next sessions. Okay, so and also these Microsoft Powerapps, it's a you need an email account to register to start developing these Microsoft Powerapps. These Powerapps are, all the schools, government organizations, or different companies, everybody is adopting to this Microsoft's cloud environment. So Power Apps, before you we don't need to purchase. It's all for our internal use or personal use. I can create a trial version of this site or the product, and then I can learn about it. And after, generally the trial version is for 3 months, but if you are just using it for only learning, then you can, I mean, the trial version will keep on extending. So you can do a lot of things with the trial version. So as we progress, I'll show you more options as well. So let me show you the apps which I created and other people have created. So you will get some idea, and also I'll create a simple application as well in this presentation. So let's start with a very simple application. Maybe you all will like some application like a kids learning app. This was created by using Powerapps. So let me just, okay. So this was created using Powerapps. It is very simple application, which was created keeping the kids in the mind. You can see the music I'm playing here as well as part of the app. I can do, there are 3 different features it has: math, and fix a puzzle, and meet planets. So I just clicked on plus. I want my kids to know, or I want to build some calculator application. I can build it with Powerapps. So right now, if you see here, it is asking 4 plus 5 is, if I say like 14, it will, you see the response, it is wrong. So it played some music as well, a little tone. And if you see 4 plus 5, 9, I say yes, you got a coin here. I mean, this is all you can build it. So next question, again 14, 7, like that. In the app we can see different calculations. We can do it as we progress. You accumulate more coins. This is a simple app that was created. And the second one is the fix a puzzle. So it's a picture puzzle. On the left side bottom, you can see a completed or the main picture that I want to rearrange these pieces of puzzle around so that I can make this puzzle. So I just, by clicking on it, I can change these styles. So I can move these styles and make the puzzle look like the same original picture. Then your puzzle is done. So these are all done using Powerapps. And the next one, meet the puzzle. I mean, meet the planets. This is all some 3D images that were kept on the Powerapp. And on clicking on particular planet, I can get the details of it. If you see on clicking sun, the details, I can see the days, years, and other complete information about the sun. I can rotate the sun as well. You see, it's all 3D images. Okay, I can do all of that. And also, if you see another planet, Neptune, you can find the other information. So like this is one simple app. If you see in your day-to-day school or classes, you may be having your science class or a math class or chemistry class, or any class you take, you may be having you can develop simple projects with like creating a planet, galaxy, or anything like that, and show it to your teacher. Or anatomy of a body you can show and animate and show it in the Powerapp. And it is just like I mean, you can create as a project and show it to the user, I mean to your class. And rather than reading hundreds of sentences in a book, pictorial or playing, you can create an app and show it to the user. I mean, all your friends, they will feel very happy, and you will also learn the subject as well as the technology as well. That will be useful in future for you. This is one app. I'll show you another app here. Let me close this one. The next one, I'm showing you first some games, because so that you get interested. Later I'll show you a few more as well. Okay, love it. Okay, so the next one is where is that? App Analyzer. These are all apps that I created like over the period of time, but I want to show you. Yeah, Power Memory. This was an app that was created by my friend. It is like you might have find like in your mobile phones probably you might have played it. It's a simple memory game. It's an easy one. Still I can't remember all of it. So simply easy level. See, remember the images where they are. I just need to press them. If they match, I get 1 point. If I don't match, they are wrong. It will say, tell you like that. So it is very simple game I can create. Even see, still I don't remember it. But yeah, this is how it is. If I end the game, I can. There are different levels. Depending on the level, the expert. It will become more complex for you. Okay, and also other features like my challenges I can unlock, just like your mobile games. I can unlock it. I can also see my best timings as well in the different categories as well. This was all a custom application that was created using Powerapps. Right now we are all checking these apps in the browser window. If you observed, I opened all these apps in the browser window. I can open the same apps in the tablet or in the mobile device as well. Let me show you. I connected my mobile phone as well. Let me show you that quickly. This is my mobile device, and let me open. I'm connecting my phone. Okay, there you go. I got my phone. So to access these applications from our mobile phone, there is a app Microsoft provided which is called Powerapps. We need to go into your app store and download that. I'm using iPhone. It has, this app is available both in Android as well as iPhone and Windows as well. So if you click on the Powerapps, it will I currently already logged in with my account, but if you are using it for the first time, then it will ask you the email ID and password. Means it needs to be like a valid or authenticated user to access this app. So if I open the same app, let's see the memory, Power Memory. Okay, I can see. You can see the Power Memory app here, right here, right? So I can do the same. This is the mobile. I'm directly projecting it from my mobile phone. So this is what I see. So you see the same experience. So so I can create one app that will work for both phones, tablets, and browser as well. Okay, so that's what I wanted to show you. And the other one as well, there is another app I will show you in this mobile device. This is the one I created. Some of you already played with it as well. So this is a simple number game puzzle. If you remember, like your parents may be knowing about it. So when we were all like in our village gatherings or some places, we used to buy these kind of 3x3 or 4x4 puzzles where I can set the tiles, like for example 3x3 tile. You see on the numbers here, like 7, 3, 2, like this number, one number will be missing, and you need to rearrange these numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. One number should, the missing number should be at the end of the block. Okay, you can play the app as well. So I'm putting some name, my name here, and I'm entering here and play. If I play here, I can click on simply start. I want to start. As soon as I click on start, the timer will start and the number of moves. So I selected an easy option that is giving me 350 steps or the moves. So I can use, if you see the timer already started, and I can, by clicking on the number tile, I can simply move the number around. Okay, I'm moving the numbers like this. Okay, so yeah, once all the numbers are arranged in the order like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, then the game gets over. And I can go back and select a different level, or if it is a difficult level, you can see here I reduce the number of moves. So if it is a difficult, it is 150 number of moves to complete the game. And also on clicking on the heart symbol here, we can see all our history of the of my previous finished games. And also you can see the instructions. It is a image I placed, which is like a opening book. It is a GIF image. It is opening, and I can click on the instructions. It will take the user to the instructions page. It will explain what the game does. Okay, these are the different samples, especially related to games. Now we will see another sample. Let's close this one, and I need to reopen the Power App. So far we have seen multiple game applications. Okay, now I want to show you some very simple, I mean, there are some useful business applications, the various cases I can use. For example, barcode application. So every product that we buy from Walmart or different grocery stores or any places, every item carries barcodes, right? As soon as we pick all these items and go to the pricing place, what they do is they simply scan the barcode, and immediately the price will ring, and you can see all the prices of your items on a screen. And at the end, you will click on pay, and then you will swipe your card, and then once it is done, you will get your receipt, right? So using Powerapp, I just created Powerapp provided a control called barcode scanning. So I just used that control. Very simple. I just created this in 10 minutes. Okay, just click on the scan button. I'm using my phone still, if you see. I have a book here. If you see, I have a book here, some journal. I have a barcode right here. So if I put that, immediately it scans the barcode. If you see the below the barcode, there is a number 48970014, right? If I cancel it, you can see the same thing into my Powerapp. I got that. If I have all the items in some place, like in an Excel file or some place, what is this barcode is associated, I know the price of them, I know the items details, I can show those details right here and add up all the products prices, and I can even use the credit card to make an application. Okay, so this is how it is a very simple application, some barcode application. Okay, any questions so far? Still I have couple of more applications to show. After that, I will build an application from scratch to show you how easy it will be. Yep.
Where do you go to get the game?
I'll show you at the end. Okay. Any more questions? Okay. Few more applications I'll show you today is Powerapps. If I go to another one, grocery items, for example. Can you see the app? Yeah. So grocery items. So for example, I want to every time throughout the day, I know like nowadays we have so many other applications as well, but I can create a simple application for grocery items. Okay, here I see some sugar from Costco, but I can also add multiple items here. Okay, bread and quantity, I need 2 breads from store. I can get it from Costco. Purchase status, not bought. Attachments, if I have any pictures, I can attach it and press the button. You'll get the bread item is added to the list. So I can also search from the search bar. It will instantly show you that. All of this information is stored in an Excel file, and all this app, I did not build it. It was all created by the Power App. So all the interface, everything was created by the Power App. Okay, let's build this app or something similar to this. You can sort, you can add new items, you can view the items, you can edit it, you can delete it, you can do a lot of things with the app. Every application that we create, most of the time we need to perform 4 operations, I would say. One is you should be able to create items into the applications, and you will be able to update it. You should be able to view it. You should be able to delete it. These are the 4 operations we generally perform on an application. Okay, and so these operations are called CRUD operations, C-R-U-D. It's a short form: create, read, update, and delete. Okay, let's build a very quick application. Let me disconnect my phone, and we will use the browser to create that. Okay, so let's we will also check that app at the end. We will check the app in the mobile phone as well. Okay, so don't worry what you are seeing here, but most of you, I believe, you know Excel files. I believe probably you might have used it earlier. So let me go into my OneDrive here. OneDrive is another product or service provided by Microsoft. Okay, so here we will simply create one Excel document. Okay, this is OneDrive, where we store all our files. Generally, OneDrive is used within the companies to store their files. So I'll use today an Excel file. This is exactly the same as the Excel file, Excel software that we use in our desktop or laptops. Okay, so what we will do today is we will just build an application in the Power App from an Excel document. Okay, so let's say okay, I want to prepare an Excel app to track all my homework for today, or any I want to check my homework. So throughout the day I have so many classes, right? I may be having 10 or 12 classes depending on your schedules, including your sports and other activities. So you want to track all your activities or classes or the homework. Okay, so you can simply we will create a homework application. So let's call the Excel application name as homework. Okay, it is getting saved. So in this, what we want to do is, I know this application is for me, but we want to use the application. I want to share this application with other users as well. So what is the information I want to use in the application? What information I want to track from the application? So I want first name of the user, okay, and last name of the user. I'm not giving any spaces because or we can give the spaces, that's not a problem. First name and last name, and I want to say maybe the subject I want to consider for the homework, right? So which subject I have the homework. Okay, I want to track what is the task or homework item. Okay, and I can also say start date, when should I start this, and completion date. Okay, let's say these are the 4 these are the very basic information I want to track. Okay, so also let's enter 2 or 3 items here. Okay, I will enter Krishna Ramakonda and subject is math. Okay, task is finish 5th table. I know it is a very simple task, but 5th table, and start date is today's date, right? So 12/21, 2020. Completion date, it should be finished today only. Okay, okay. I want to track, is it completed? Is it completed? Is this task completed? I want to track it. Okay, I want to say yes, it is done. Okay, let's say the another one is one Chika. Okay, sorry, I typed the first name, but I forgot, I don't know the last name. Okay, let me put Vaishnavi. Sorry, so I'll put Vaishnavi Rachakonda. I will put science and finish viola practice. Okay, start date is 12/22/20. I did not finish that. I mean, this task is not finished. So like that, I can pre-populate any number of records. These are each row is called one record, or you can call row as well. Okay, now if you see the entire data, first I identified what is the information I want to capture in my application. Okay, I want to get first name, last name, subject, task, and start date, completion date, and is task completed. And then I entered few sample records. You don't need to enter, but I entered just to show you when we open the app, we want to see some data. So I kept a couple of records here. And if you see here, it is automatically saved. The reason is we are using Excel in the cloud. In the Office 365, it is cloud. So it always saves automatically. So whatever changes you do, it automatically gets saved in the cloud. You can also, if you want to save this Excel file local to your PC, you can always save it. Like say, if you go to file, click on file, save as, you can download a copy, and you can also save as to your PC as well. It will give you options as well. Okay, it will give you multiple options where you want to save it. But for now, for this application, I just created this Excel file in OneDrive application. If you see, it is right here. Now I will use this Excel file and I will create a Powerapps application. Okay, for that, don't worry about this user interface. It is Office 365. Once you log in into this Microsoft's Office 365 site, you will see this. In the future sessions, I'll explain you what exactly it is. Okay, so in the Office 365 homepage, you can see an icon or the surveys for Powerapps. Just click on that. So as soon as we click on it, you will get the interface or the page where we can create the apps. It has multiple options. We'll talk about it later. So here, if you see apps and click on, again, I'm clicking in the left navigation, I clicked on apps, and here on the top, I want to create an app, right? So I need to click on Canvas app. There are different types of apps, but we will, for today, we will just go with Canvas apps. So as soon as I click on it, I think the click did not happen, I believe. Yeah. As soon as I click on it, it opened another tab in my browser. It will give you three different options. If you see here, read it properly, three different options. One is start with your data, means if you already have data somewhere, then you can build your own app based on the data. Or second thing, you can create a blank app and start developing things. Third thing, it already provides some, Microsoft already providing some Powerapps templates, means you are already using template, you can build your own applications. So these three options are provided. but we already, I showed you, we already have an Excel file here. So let me close this before I build the app. So we will build from the data. So here the second option, OneDrive for business. Here I want to click on phone, and I'm connecting my OneDrive where I have my Excel file, and this is the Excel file I created. Okay, just select it. Just a second, it's not letting me. Yeah, okay. So if you see the OneDrive for business, once I select that, it is saying there are no tables in this file. So what happened when I selected homework.xls file? It is complaining that there are no tables in the file. What it means is, in the Excel file, I need to create a table as well. Okay, so let's say table in the sense it is a rows and columns. So
I think we just lost your screen.
Oh, okay. Let me do it again. Screen 2. Thank you, Ram.
Yes, it came up.
Okay, thank you. So previously when I tried to create an app, I don't know how far you were able to see. I'll just repeat the previous step as well. So I just clicked on the canvas, and when my tab opens for the apps creation, I clicked on the phone layout, and then I selected this one, OneDrive for business, because my Excel file is in OneDrive. So I selected that. Then it complained there are no tables in this Excel file. Means in the Excel, if you work with Excel, we can create tables in the Excel file. Means the table will basically capture all the columns as well as the data, all the rows in the table as well. So to create a table in Excel file, what I need to do is just select the rows and columns. Okay, and then go insert, click on table. It will, the data for your table is following the range, this one. Okay, my table has headers, so very first row will is represented as my header. Means I have those are the column names, so I need to check the checkbox. Once I click on it, you see it is turned into an Excel table, and automatically it is saved, so I don't need to worry about it anymore. So I need to close the Excel to build the app. Okay, I close the Excel file, and now I'll just come back here and I'll reselect it. This time it will show me the table. Okay, we can also name the table in the Excel file also, but for now let's use the default table name. So let's select a table, and on the lower right corner you see a button connect. As soon as I click on connect, what the Powerapps does is it will build, it has Powerapps engine will build the app completely from scratch, and it will give you the app. So let's click on it. So you see the app, it is building from the scratch by reading the data from the Excel file, and it will create all the controls, like what is the first name, last name, all the controls. It gave me the complete application from the beginning, from scratch. I don't need to really build anything. Okay, so all I need to do is, this is the application I got. Okay, but how do I access this? So this is the Powerapps Designer, where I create all the applications. Whether it is for mobile or it's for tablet or a browser, I'll create this in this user interface. And if while creating the apps, I want to test it, means as a developer I want to test it. So how I can test is, there is a play button on the top right corner. You just click on that, it will show you the app exactly how it works. So because I entered a couple of rows in the Excel file, it just entered, it showed you all the details here. Okay, all the details here. entire functionality was built by the Powerapps. Okay, but there are few things we may need to take care. The order or the sequence of these the fields we may need to readjust. That's all we need to take. We need to work on that. Otherwise, everything is built by the Powerapp. The search functionality, everything is built. So whenever I'm searching it, what happens? The Powerapp will talk to the Excel file and gets the information and show it to you here. So the Powerapps is your user interface. Okay, let me just save this. I will explain you in later class. If you are interested, I will more explain what is this designer, how to create our own stuff without I mean, not every single application we create from an Excel file. If I want to create from a scratch, how I can do it. If I want to create a simple game, how I can create it. Everything can be done in this designer only. Okay, I'll explain you more detail in the later sessions, but for now let's save this one. I clicked on save, and I will give this one as homework app. All I need to do is just give the name. I can also change the icons as well of the app. I can say star, and this one I can change the app name again, homework. Okay, I'll go to save, and then did I click on save as? Yeah, just go to the save and save. It takes a few seconds to generally, it's because it's a browser window. It generally takes a few seconds to make all these changes. And after this is done, you can come back to your main Powerapps screen, and you should be able to see that app. Homework, if you don't see it, just search for it. Homework, it is still not showing. It takes a few seconds, so let's wait. Generally, it should show on the very top. Okay, let's search again. Homework, it did not come through. Let me just check that again. It is already published, so it should come far. So all the changes are done. It is let's see if it is again. Let me close this and reopen the window, because we are doing with the browser. It's always sometimes we'll run into some cache issue. So let's see, still did not come through. Okay, let me just go into the other view as well. Let me connect my phone if it did show up by any chance. Okay. Okay, it did not show either. Let's see if that. It already showing it as saved. Let me just refresh again. Okay, I think it may take few more minutes or seconds. It generally should show up immediately. So let me just change this. If I create it. No. Okay, let's give a try in few minutes. But do you have any questions? Anybody have any questions? I'll be happy to answer. So I can teach how to create these apps, and also how can we make these apps available to other users. These are not like your phone apps. Means, okay, if I create an app, okay, can everybody in the world can access it? No, these are all requires authentication. Means the user must have enough permissions to access the environment. Do you understand? So without user ID and password, this is a Microsoft environment. So we need to register the user. The user will be able to should be able to enter their email address and password. Then only the user will be able to launch the app. And so there are few things that we need to keep in mind. These are not definitely like your game apps in your phone, but these are much more powerful. And I see a lot of potential. I see, I mean, you can easily demo to a lot of users. And if, I mean, nowadays all the colleges or most of the schools, everybody is having Office 365, means Microsoft's tenants. So everything is in their cloud. So I'm sure we can, I mean, you can share these apps or export these apps and import into their environments. Okay, it is not like once you create it, it is not locked to your environment. You can export these apps and show it to the users. Okay, while we were speaking, my homework app is here, right here. I'm opening that in the browser, so it immediately showed me up. So I can, this is the simple app that I created. Okay, so I can also show you the same app in my mobile phone as well. I need to refresh it. Okay, it is refreshing it. Yep, there you go. Homework app. I can create the app. Like this. Okay, are these apps using Microsoft Power Apps only meant for some games and doing some automation like this, like creating some forms? No, it has so much of capabilities. Like you can use you can create like a Google Maps. You can create an application like Google Maps by using Power Apps. You can create so many varieties of applications using Power Apps. So I mean, it is really a lot of people are really working. I mean, a lot of people are building so many different kinds of applications. So it has a lot of potential. Like if you create something, it's, I mean, a lot of users can easily use it. And if you create an app, you can use that in the phone as well as tablet or in the browser as well. So any questions? That's all I think I have. If you are anybody is interested to learn more from the scratch, more apart from the one I showed you, the simple example, but I am in my, if anybody is interested to learn, I will be happy to walk through them. Many of these, I mean, the designer, how to create it from a blank templates, and how we can make it like, I mean, very good applications or games. I can really help you I mean, we can do that. And also, just to give you a little more insight into it, if you see the designer, it has endless, I mean, it's so powerful. These power apps are, you can put images, you can put a camera control. I mean, you can take all the cameras, I mean, the images, you can, I just showed you how I use the barcode scanner. You can put YouTube, I mean, sorry, video controls. Using this control, you can just put your YouTube links or any other video links. Some of the links will work. So you can do all of that. And using microphone, you can record your voice. You can audio, you can play some audio clips as well. Any PDF images can be displayed as well, and maps control, and you can show the view 3D objects. Okay, you can show some 3D objects as well. If I just put a control here, 3D objects, it will directly, for example, somewhere if I have my 3D models, I can show them right here. For example, assume like a companies or your schools. For example, I bought some furniture. I want to show how I want, I mean, probably you might have used IKEA or Walmart or Amazon's websites or apps. Okay, before you buy some furniture, you can actually see in the app itself, okay, if I buy this one, how will it look like, how will it looks if I put this particular furniture in this particular corner of my house. I can develop all those things right within the Power Apps. So a lot of things can be developed in this, and also it provides additional dashboards. You can create bar charts, line charts, all of that as well. I know this is a little more complex stuff for middle schoolers, but probably if you learned your X and Y graphs and all of that, we can do a lot of, we will be using all those concepts here. Okay, I'll stop talking more about these functionalities, but it's time for questions.